Something I hear a lot is, I tried meditation, but it didn't really do much for me. Usually this is from people who have bought into the kind of mass marketing of mindfulness online, and they maybe downloaded the Headspace app, they tried it inconsistently for a week, and concluded that it didn't do much for them. Or they read Atomic Habits and they thought, okay, I've got to start small, so I'll do 3 minutes of meditation every morning, and they do it consistently for a month, and they're like, no, I didn't really feel much out of it. This is the problem with the way that meditation is marketed. In my mind, it's a very similar kind of return on investment to the amount of time that you would spend lifting weights. And if someone told you that you would look like Arnold Schwarzenegger after 4 minutes every morning of lifting weights, you would be like, bollocks, like, of course not. So don't apply the same thing to meditation. Like, you are changing the functional state of your brain. So it does require more effort than is normally marketed, because it's not sexy to say, oh, just put in loads of cushion hours over time and you will get a result. I came across this on Monkey Mind and I thought it's such a fascinating breakdown of what to expect at different levels of meditation, different levels of total volume that you've spent. And the same thing applies with training. If you want to look like you lift, you have to exhibit the behaviors of somebody who lifts. And that's why someone who bench presses 100 kilos looks very different to someone who bench presses 60 kilos or 200 kilos, because their physique reveals their behavior. Johnny said this to me. He was like, Yusuf, I've been trying meditation for ages now. I've been doing 4 minutes in the morning and I'm not getting much out of it. And I was like, okay, do 30 minutes in the morning every day for the next 10 days and come back to me and tell me that you don't get anything out of meditation. He was like, right, screw you, I'm going to do that. So he did. Came back 10 days later and was like, yep, I'm sold. So this is what you need to do. You can't rely on extrinsic motivation or claims about meditation to really get into it. You have to do enough of a critical mass of practice so that you can prove to yourself that this is worth doing. You have to do enough to get some intrinsic reward from meditation before you can justify doing it. And I totally understand that the idea of sitting on the floor and focusing on the tip of your nose like almost seems like one big prank just to waste your time. So you have to prove it to yourself. So we have made a meditation tracker for the next 10 days. This is a challenge for you. Give it 30 minutes of following the method that we describe in the description and track the variables that you can in the download. What that'll do is give you a clear, objective measure of how much you're getting out of this and convince you to start the habit as something that will benefit your life. Apply this method to anything. So if you're not sure about trying a particular approach because you don't know if it will be beneficial for your business, your physique, your productivity, then give it a trial period and give it some welly. Don't just piddle about in it. Don't just get your feet wet in the paddling pool. Dive with your head in it. Give it a proper go for a certain period of time and then assess the results. Okay, you can download the meditation tracker below and see how you personally respond to it.